But the camera is going to zoom in for the exciting part of the final race of the night. The women's 200-meter final. We've had so much drama at these world championships. Surprise medal winners, the women's 200-meter final, gonna throw up Gotha, Bahamas. Music, Emmanuel of Canada. Applause, music. In the USA, Duncan J. Starting line number 9, and then this actually will get a huge, real nauseous me, 21-year-old Dina. Anxiously, the UK record holder at the 1 and 200 meters, Stevens of the USA. The US champion was number 5, the silver medalist over the 100 meters. Ivory Coast represented again. Tally comes back this time in lane for the defending champion from the Netherlands strippers, and finally completing the lineup. She start in the center lane of 5, the Olympic 400-meter champion Sean 8. Miller Revo, so Emmanuel Gaither, Talumilla, Weibo skipper Stevens Asha, Smith and Duncan. It's been so hard to guess, especially the sprint races guys at this world championship. Milla Weibo was many people's favorite, including mine, for the women's 400 meters. Looked up at the screen, said, she lost her footing, got the fire in her belly. Can she beat the defending world champion Daphne Skippers? Will be a lane outsider. Is it the case of Skippers will go out hard, and Milla, we both got a catcher? Well, surely that is the big question. Catherine, if Skippers gets away as well as we know she can when they turn into the straight, Milla, we boat will be down. The question is, will she have enough to catch up that gap? Or will the fact that she's behind make her tight and let Skippers to pull away? Or just fascinating, which is to say something completely different. I've got Talu maybe being in that mix, and let's not forget her if it comes to the big moment. So this is a confirmation of that second semifinal. Semenya with the victory hit. Koshta came through late. Lipsy and Shark both go through by being the fastest losers across the 3 semifinals. So back on the track then for the final race of the evening. That's Deja Stevens of the USA, the US champion. 22:09 this season, 2 Americans in this final. Music. So the music plays the crowd, eagerly waiting for this one medal, hopes possibly for them with Dina. Asha Smith in 7, Talu in Formula. We bow in 5 and Skippers in 6 this year over 200 meters. Sean, Amy, Lily, BO 21.91 seconds. Daphne Skippers 22.10 seconds, but their best it's the other way around. Skippers is faster, the European record holder, and we vote that best of sub 22 this year. Well, the rain started to calm down. It's really bad timing for the women's 200-meter final. But here's your lineup. For the first time on what's been a beautiful day here in London, the sky has opened up with rain, but here we go, the final of the women's 200 meters, lane number 9 from the USA, the multiple US college champion Kimberlyn Duncan lane. Number 8, the Great Britain, Northern Ireland Olympic and World finalist before Dina Asha Smith lane, number 7, the 22-year-old youth champion Daisha Stevens in lane number 6, the defending champion bronze medalist of the 100-meter silver in Rio last year. Daphne Skippers of the Netherlands in lane number 5. The Olympic 400-meter champion 4th over the 400 meters world number 2 this year. She starts in lane number 5 lane for the 100-meter silver medalist on the Ivory Coast, Navi Jose Atalu in lane number 3 from the Bahamas. Tanya Gaither, 2,271 this year, a semifinalist in Rio, and completing the lineup from Canada. Crystal Emmanuel, the Canadian record holder over this distance, the fastest 2 from the semifinals. Villa Weibo and Skippers both ran 22.49 seconds. Music, the final of the women's 200 meters, Emmanuel Gaither, Talu, Milla, Weibo Skippers, Stevens, Asha. Smith and Duncan, can Daphne Skippers defend her title? Can Milla Weibo win her first, so clean start. We expect Shippers to go out well, Millie. Bo's going on as his Tyler in lane number 4. The 100-meter silver medalist is just down on the 100-meter bronze medalist Skippers Tarlow. We both got some work to do. Asha Smith's going 1 in lane number 8. It's going to go down to the wire. Skippers of the Netherlands defends her world title 22.07 seconds. She had pressure as expected from Mary Jo's 8R. Liu, but this time the world bronze medalist over the 100 meters hangs on to beat the world silver medalist, a season's best of 22.05 seconds. Daphne Skippers, the world champion again, and Talu for the Ivory Coast. Wow, her second silver medal in the sprints here, a national record of 22.08, and Shauna Milla, we bow, finished as strongly as we expected. The Bahamas pick up a bronze with 22.15, and there's a hug with Marcel, her husband, who's halfway through the decathlon. What a great, great title defense from Daphne Skippers. Mila Weibo was just too far behind on the turn and had too much to do. And actually, he looked at one point like she was coming under pressure from Diana Asha Smith, who ended up in fourth, but what a fantastic championship for Charlu. You've got to be happy for her, as Mila Weibo does get her first medal here in London. She had the gold taken away, I guess, as she stumbled towards the line. Great performance from Char. Lou Horton 100 and the 200 in Rio. With super quick times now, the young woman from Ivory Coast is the hero of her country, and Skippers has done the best performance of the season exactly when she needed it. Not as fast as she was 2 years ago. Didn't matter when the pressure was on her. No, and confidence. Stayed good, brilliant title defense. Let's just watch this. I don't think Charlo got a very good start, actually. Miller, we've got a pretty good start. Then it was 50 meters from 50 to 100. But she really did start putting on speed at one point at this moment. I think she may have just passed Skippers, but I think looking at the camera angle, Skippers was always in front, really Talu's small, tiny, but still running super fast, almost all to always to the line at this point. It's not much between them, but Skipper stalls dips early and gets it just a line also on Asha Smith. What a fantastic run to take fourth place at 22:22 after such a messed up preparation. Easily season's best throughout every round of this competition that she was closing on them at the end in March when she broke her foot and took months to get back to even walk jog, and then spring that she'd finish behind Skippers Talu and Milla. We bow at the world championship. She probably wouldn't have believed you super from the British athlete, but look at the Skippers knew that Talu was there. She'd have felt her. You feel it as a sprinter, you know, when somebody's there, and she was trying hard for the line. Look at Milla. We bow the long stride of the 400-meter specialist, but Daphne Skippers, let's not forget she won a world championship. Bronze in the heptathlon just 4 years ago, and has turned to the sprints. What a wonderful title defense. She'll be really happy with that, she will, because by her own standards, she didn't do well in Rio last year, thinking about what she achieved. In Beijing the previous year, she was absolutely amazing. In Beijing silver in the 1, and then that unbelievably quick time, third fastest in history to just one single silver last year. In Rio over the 200, there were questions about her form coming here to London, and she has once again got 2 medals, bronze and the 1 gold in the 2. Wow. What a party they'll be having on her behalf. Back home in Holland tonight, their golden girl has delivered once again. What a great side shot. You could see Asha Smith, the British athlete, fighting at one point with Noah Weibo, but the long stride of the Bohemian athlete who's run sub 22 this season. But as you say, Rach, what a world championship star. Lewis had absolutely outstanding stuff. 2 silver medals the Ivory Coast have, and they're both been from this athlete here in the women's sprint events. Look at the way. You knew the Skippers entirely were going to run a good turn because they want medals in the 100 meters. It was a strength, and the most strength was had by Daphne Skippers. Good defense that it really was Holland. I've only ever had one finalist in this event, and it's been her, and now she's won 2 gold medals confirmation at the women's 200 meters. Daphne Skippers defends her title in a season's best of 22:05 Talu from the Ivory Coast. Picks up another silver with a national record, and Shauna Milla, we bow a bronze in 22.1. 5. Music. This is the big race for the women's. 200 meters. 6 of the 8 fastest runners in the whole world this year are here in this race. The fastest one is Allison Felix, who ran it in 20.13 seconds to win the US title back at the end of June. Applause. Veronica Campbell is the Olympic champion. She also won another gold medal in the relay race and got a bronze medal in the 100 meters. Here's who's running: Mother Seal, Colander, Yvette Smith, Erin Felix, Campbell, and Kachina. 3 runners are from the United States of America. In lane 1 is Sydney Mother Sayal. She's this year's Central American and Caribbean champion and the 8th fastest in the world this year at 22. 39 seconds. Lane 2 has Latasha Colander. She's an Olympic relay gold medal winner from back in 2000, a youth champion in both 100 meters and 400 meters. And she used to be a world junior silver medalist in the hurdles 11 years ago. She's really talented. Yvette makes her first world final after being a semifinalist in the 100 meters here today. She holds the European record at 22.48 and won a European silver medal. Kelly Smith used to be called Rochelle Boone when she was at Indiana University. She came in second in the US Championships, and she's the second fastest in the world this year at 22. 24 seconds. Erin got a bronze medal in the 100 meters and is looking good in these championships. Her greatest moment was when